right, I've got a debrief for y'all on my 12th session. I'm back at home now. I'm not in Texas anymore. This is the next day, but this is the 12th session, my second to last one that I got to attend at Scaling New Heights 2021. I got the cool shirt on today, woohoo. So this was called Texas-Sized Lessons in E-Commerce, and it was taught by Veronica Wasek. So my key theme from this session was that she truly is like the foremost expert, but she kept it simple. And I was just so impressed by that. So e-commerce is complicated, but she was able to keep it simple. Oh, also, if you're watching this hoping to learn about how to do e-commerce bookkeeping, I'm not going to talk about that. I would be ill-equipped to teach it. But I really liked this session. Hers was lecture style, which in the general I did not like the lecture style presentations as much as I did the interactive ones. But after hearing her and liking her so much, I wonder if that's because the maybe people who aren't quite as expert have a harder time like delivering the lectures just so clearly and getting through the information without rambling. So no words were wasted from her, and it was just impressive. So if you need to learn e-commerce, she's who you need to learn from. But I do have some general takeaways that you can apply whether you're going to do e-commerce or not. So things I learned through number one. So the first thing she did was like walk through this dictionary. She called it like learn the lingo, but it was basically like a dictionary, and she defined some terms. And she literally walked through a list of lingo for e-commerce, which is something that you would need to do and learn if you're going to serve this niche. But you need to do this for whatever niche you're in, and it was good for me to hear her do that and just kind of get back to the basics. And I was thinking like I could do this for the things I want to work in. So for example, I'm not sure that I want to do e-commerce on FreshBooks, which is where I'm trying to head. I don't know if that's what I want to do, but one of the things I'm thinking of doing, like for instance, is there's a lot of hot activity around people becoming Salesforce consultants. And those people have like a cult almost. Like they have their own language. Like they talk about something called Ohana. So I would need to learn that and like start writing those down. And so that's maybe like create your own dictionary for your niche, or for if you're not even ready to niche, if you need to like go back to bookkeeping. Like she walked through some definitions, and it's important to remember to like go back to those fundamentals sometimes. Number two thing I learned. So she's very well known, Veronica Wasek is, as the best authority on e-commerce, or I thought that's how she was known. But she kept emphasizing that she is not actually an end-to-end expert in e-commerce. She talked about the parts of the e-commerce like service that she doesn't provide, and she just really kept emphasizing that. Sales tax and inventory were two that she says she has created partnerships to do that part of the job. Clearly she's smart enough to do these things like if she wanted to, but she has decided that is not something that she needs to do or wants to do, and because it was more efficient. There's some other people who had a competitive advantage in providing those services, and she was able to partner with them. So she kind of described how she did that. And so I'd be encouraged that like the top dog of the e-commerce is still not doing like end-to-end work. She's finding partnerships, and she just really, that was like one of the, I think she had like 4 sections, and like one of the sections was like finding partnerships. Third thing I learned, she said that e-commerce is not her niche, and that's crazy because I totally think it is. I've learned from her. I watch her YouTube videos, but she says her niche is Shopify with A2X, which is, she, during the definitions time, she put up like a lot of different definitions and examples of like apps that fell under like marketplace was a definition, and she just told us what marketplaces were and defined them, and like these lists are long, there's a bunch, and she has just gone like laser focused, and I just kind of kept chuckling that she could learn so much, but she really has gone down, and she just kept saying like, I'm not doing e-commerce, I'm doing Shopify and A2X. And yeah, so that was interesting, something that I learned. So the one action item I will implement. So this is what I wrote down. I need to go to her YouTube channel and look for her videos directed towards clients, and watch how she's using video to get those clients. So she did say she uses her YouTube channel to present herself as the expert. And I want to do that too. I want people to find me on YouTube for FreshBooks tutorials. And so I just want to see how she's doing that, what her intros are like, how long are her videos, how much does she try to cover in each one, like how bite-sized versus how, maybe full demo. So that's what I wrote down as my action item. I have used her videos in the past, but almost like as an accountant user, and now I want to watch them as like a business owner user. How is she talking to that business owner? She did just announce, I saw on social media, that she has putting out a Shopify class. So, I mean, that you wouldn't find a better teacher. So find her online. I don't know anything more about it, but I just saw some posts she made about introducing a class on Shopify bookkeeping. So check that out if her instruction and her niche sounded all interesting to you. All right, that was session 12, Scaling New Heights 2021. Have you subscribed to the YouTube channel? You should.